Hi, it's Jason, Jason's Jungle. It's raining on and off, so I think I'll go to show you around the greenhouse in the Polytunnel. Then I looked in the greenhouse and thought, oh, do I want to... Well, let's have a look anyway. Here's the greenhouse, a bit of a state. We'll start off with the sweet potatoes I planted the other week. They'll go okay. I can probably start pinching them out soon to get them to produce more side shoots, and that way I'll get some greens off of them. And then we come into the tomato section, or the main tomato section. Quite a lot of flower, quite a lot of fruit coming on them. So I've got them up here, and I'm further having to pull bits off of it, like this bit. So let's have a look. This is early Galena. I've had a couple of tomatoes off this. These are yellow cherries, and it's got a few nice ones still going on it. Stuck in the corner there, you can see these ones. These are, let's have a look at the top, my orange bananas. Not that many tusses on it. I think there's another tuss up the top there, just hiding at the back. So we'll see how much we'll get off of that. Then, oh, this is the Bull's White Heart. That's pathetic. Yeah, I had to replace that and it just never done much. Now I can see here that it looks like I need to get some Epsom salts. So I'm going to have to, it looks like it's a magnesium deficiency. So I need to get some Epsom salts onto this. This is a nice one. This is the Orvila. Again, not many tomatoes on it, but they're an interesting one. So that should slice nicely. Then we come to Amish paste, and then we come to all sorts. Now these are all cherries, and you can see from the flowers they're all multi-flowers and stuff. So rose quartz first one, loads of flowers, tomatoes forming. I just keep giving them a shake every time I come in here. Look at this, it's growing a new stem out the middle of the leaf. I've had that a few times. It also had the leaves growing out the end of the flowers. Now we've also got in here, this closest one here is Cafe Boule. These should grow sort of like elongated pear bottle shaped ones. We've got Chio Chio Sands at the back, and we have another one which is, and I think yellow millefleur. So quite a few tomatoes in there, and it's just jam-packed. I've got far too many as usual. Down here I've got some peppers. These are paprika peppers. They're okay. Not many of them, but there's enough of them to say I've got some. Just wait for them to go open the ripen. This one's not doing so well. It's the bull's horn. And this is my, I think it's a bird's eye chili. Got quite a few on them. And then over here I have my perfume. So quite a few peppers on there, quite a few ripening. So that's the Trinidad perfume. Okay, onions drying off, and then we've got some cucumbers. Now the first two I had to replant because they died off. Yeah, so there's nothing harvestable off these yet. So we have an Armenian on the right hand side. Then this is supposed to be crystal apple. However, it doesn't look like a crystal apple cucumber when it got fruit, because it's the same one that I have in the Polytunnel. It looks more like a white wonder or something like that. Then we have this great big mess of here, which is my burpless tasty, and this is the second cucumber I'm getting off of this one, and that looks ready to harvest. Yeah. And then if you come here, I've got some bindweed which I'm trying to get rid of, but we have dwarf tomatoes. Dwarf, look at them, they're this high. The packaging says 2 foot, but tomatoes can't read. I've got 2 plants, one in a bucket and one in the ground, and they're both doing pretty well. And as you can see around here, they've both got loads of flower. That's geranium kiss, and this is me tiger nuts, me chuffer. And I have here a butter bush, no fruits yet, and hiding in the back in a chocha, which is usually a bit of a thug. It was the last time I grew it, but it's being throttled by the tomatoes at the minute. So yeah, that's the greenhouse. Quite a lot in here, well, quite full, and I'm trying to get out of here now. I'll take you up to the polytunnel. So we're in the polytunnel next. Now I've got my seed trays with various cuttings and some things on there, a couple of excess cucumbers I don't know if I've got planted out, and then we have the cucumbers. So we're starting off, we have the white wonder. These are a white elongated cucumber, nothing ready today. I've picked them, oh, this one looks like it's nearly ready. So they're sort of a white ridge type, loads of cucumbers on it. After that we have another Burpless Tasty, and a couple of cucumbers here underneath that are growing but not ready yet, and a rather twisted one here growing in a weird and wonderful way. We've had quite a few off of this plant, I think about half a dozen. In the middle of them we have a caracello, which hasn't really got anything yet. Now a caracello isn't actually a cucumber, it's a melon that thinks it's a cucumber, but I'm fine with that. If we come along to the next lot, this is what's supposed to be a crystal apple. Now if we look at these things, they look virtually the same as the white wonder, so that's not so good. Next one along is a Puna Kira. Now you can see here it's starting to go orange, so it's an orange cucumber. Now I've harvested them white, in the nice white, but I'm just letting this one go orange and see what it's like then. I've had a few off of this one. And then we have the Armenian. Nothing off there yet. Well, this is throwing out loads of side shoots, so I'll just break these off. Not all of them are getting fertilised yet, so I'll see if I get anything off of the Armenian. Then we have a trombone squash, which comes from the back down here, all the way up, and over to the centre, where it looks like it's trying to attack the sweet corn. I'll get to the sweet corn later. But you can see this is now starting to get the trombones coming on it. There's at least 3 or 4 of them. There's one there, one up there. There's 2 plants here, so and there's quite a few little ones there and there. So pretty soon it's going to be clubbing us to death every time I try to walk past it. And underneath that, down here, we've got your long beans, which haven't done anything. They're only just starting to get flowers, so I've no idea if I'll get any beans out of them. Oh, and I got beetroot as well early over here, which isn't really getting fat yet, but we'll see. Next one is watermelon, not doing out really. I mean, it should be a lot bigger than this, but we're in the northeast of England, obviously it doesn't like the weather. And then my carrots underneath. Lots of tops. I'll have to see about thinning them out, because I haven't thinned them out yet. Just pull one up. Hey, that's not too bad for my carrots. So I'll pull out a few more there, baby carrots. And then we'll come to this. If you look down here, I'm putting cobs on. Quite a few. About 2 or so on each, yeah, about 2 on each plant. And there's quite a few in there. But you can see up the top how it's bent over with the tassels. So every time I come in, I've been giving it a shake, getting the tassels and trying to get it to make sure that it all gets fertilised. And what you got here, where see the leaf here is shading it, what I've been doing is I've been getting a handful of this, so pulling off a handful of that and then applying it directly by my hand, in the hope that that so I can get the leaves out the way. That seems to be doing something. Then we've got some azuki beans underneath. Again, they're not doing much. We come on to some peppers. I need to string these peppers up because they're starting to fall over, so I'll sort that out after this. In the middle we've got basil, doing nicely. These ones are, what ones these? Yeah, Karulka peppers, which are the paprika peppers I have in the greenhouse as well. And then we've got the bull's horn over here, which is growing tall but not doing much. We have some cucamelons, which is giving some. You can see some down here. So, and these very rarely manage to make it out of the greenhouse, the polytunnel. Nice. Then these ones I think are habaneros down here, with some more bird's eye over here. And next, Minnesota midget melons. There's a few male flowers on it, but can't say anything about females or any fruit. And well, I've never been good with melons, so eventually I'll give up one year. Don't know when, but eventually. So we'll go around to the tomatoes. This one's getting a few on it. This is the Amish paste. This one, early Galena, I think. No, this one's the Ovia, also known as Adam. Has one tomato on it. Then the Osu Blonde avec Tetons. It's got a couple of 1, 2, 3 tusses on it. Next one is Cafe Boule. It's got 1, 2, 3 trusses on it. And this is the millefleur. Yep, the yellow millefleur. As you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3 trusses on it, 4 trusses on it, lots of trusses on it, and it's getting its little. These are yellow cherry toms. So these should be growing. They're growing up here, and yeah, so that's got lots of flowers on it. Next one along. What's this one? I can't see that one. Oh yeah, Chiu San. It's got a few on it. And then we've got 2 sets of rose quartz. You know, we're seeing if it would work too deep in here, but it won't. Especially not with something like this, which is a multi-bloom thing. But the front one's getting cherry toms forming on it, and loads of flower. Just keep, as I said, every time I come past, I just give them a shake. The one behind isn't as much flower. I think it's got 1 tuss. And this is the Galena. It's now got 2 tusses on it. I'll be pinching it out. Oh, I think I've already pinched it out. Then we've got orange banana. I mean, that's hardly a tuss now, is it? It's 1 flower. So it's basically got 1 tuss on it. Then, what's this one? White Bull's Heart. That's starting to get stuff on down here. And you can see it's got a nice bull's heart kind of shape. Underneath these I've got basil as well. And then we have this one is Aurea, the one that the long thin one. It's got a nice tuss there, tuss up here, and she's got a complete side shoot here that needs to come out. It's amazing how quickly this side shoots go, because you come in 1 week, you come in one day and they're not there, and a couple of days later you've got almost an entire plant. I could plant that, but I'm not going to bother. Then here at the end, I think this is an Amish paste. Yep. So it's got some fruit and a couple of trusses, and behind it is another Amish paste. Okay, if we come back to the orange banana, last time I showed you there was a really weak and feeble plant here that wasn't doing anything, so I cut the main stem off and I let the side shoot grow up, and this is the side shoot, so it's a lot better than it was. At least I'm getting something off of it. But yeah, that's the polytunnel. Okay, so if you like that, click like, leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next video. Oh, and click subscribe as well. See you later. Ta-ra.